You're listening to Never Heard of It, a Night Shift Radio production.
Oh, that was a good one.
It was a nice, like, solid clap, echoed well. Good consistency.
In preparation, I think I told you that I purchased some new computer equipment, and in preparation for that, I've changed my whole desk setup around, and I've been experimenting. I've like using a different monitor, different layout, and everything. I have my new recording workstation should actually arrive for us in real time a week from tomorrow, I believe, is what the last scheduled date was. So I'm very excited about that to get that set up and have a more powerful machine with a slightly, hopefully slightly more reliable Wi-Fi connection for our radio chat sessions and whatnot. And also for some occasional Stadia gaming. Yeah. I can't game on this machine because it's so fucking choppy. I can game on my fucking tablet, but not on.
That's weird.
Not on this desktop. But yeah, so I got that. I'm excited. Then I also have just the keyboard. The iPad hasn't come yet, but I ordered an iPad.
Nice.
I'm treating myself right now.
Look at you. Treat yourself.
We're all settled into the home, and the finances from that are all squared away, and we're in good shape. So it was time. It was way past time to get Ellen a new computer. So I just all at once.
Awesome.
Some new presents. I'm very excited.
Christmas in February.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, Christmas was exclusively stuff like dedicated to the home,
right?
And so now we get to do the fun stuff. Now that we're settled.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
that is very exciting. Congrats on all that stuff. That's always fun. New things are fun. I've been still toying with the idea of building a little mini studio room down in the basement. I've got some voiceover things I've been doing, so I figured it's time for like a really good soundproofed area that I'm like away from everyone. Like my girlfriend's office, so she teaches online, and she's like 2 doors down. My daughter's like the door right next to me, so like if I need to record, like I'm disrupting both of them from things. And I know that by the end of this year and eventually they'll all be off at their respective schools doing their things, but it still would be nice to have like a locked off area where I'm not disrupting, so if I have to do something at 5 when everyone's home, I can just go downstairs and do it. So that's my probably in the next month or 2 project I'm going to work on.
It's a good project. Yeah. I mean, I definitely have the long-term benefit of knowing that eventually this is going to be like just like my dedicated office, and like Ellen can use it on occasion if she decides not to go into an office.
Right.
But sooner or later she's going to have that option, whereas I will be permanently here. So we spent more time and effort making this a good, well-rounded office and recording space. And it works pretty well. Just we have to balance the time. I can't do anything during the day. Also working during the day, but
right.
Even if I had a day off, I can't do anything during the day because she's working. So it's nice. It's good to have a dedicated space, and I'm excited for you to have that.
Yeah, we'll work on it. But anyways, we're not here to talk about that. We are here, in fact, to talk about our upcoming episode on yet another request on zombie tidal wave. So that being said, hello and welcome to the Never Heard of It podcast trailer edition. I'm your host, Michael Fight.
And I am Caleb.
You don't normally do a thing. Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah. But
I started to do it. I was gonna like try to pull one of the shitty one-liners from this movie, but I'm like, no, they're all bad, and I don't want them associated with my name.
So we got this request from none other than Casey, who is the host of the SuperPodHeroCast and another member of the Night Shift family. And he requested zombie tidal wave, which which
Casey.
can be watched via NBC Universal and Sci-Fi. So we talk a little bit in the episode of kind of the complicated way in which we had to eventually watch this movie. It was a made-for-TV movie, specifically made for Sci-Fi film. So it's one of those movies.
I never in my life want to put this much effort into watching a sci-fi original movie.
Yeah, so we talked a little bit about if you don't have typical cable or a TV package, that this film can be a little difficult to watch. It's not impossible, and it is very possible to do free, but it does require a little bit of signups and app downloads and kind of hopping around. But it is very possible to do. So if you are a person who watches movies before you listen to our episode, head to the Sci-Fi app, you know, or the website. You can find it, and then you can go through all the steps needed. But it is a fair amount of steps to get to the actual watching process. That being said, since this is a made-for-TV movie, there's really, you know, in the way of like regular TV violence, you know, we see some people get stabbed, we see some, you know, gore, like zombie type gore, but it's not. I mean, there's a couple of things that are like, you know, you see people blow up, but it's like very cartoony. You see someone's face get like torn up by a boat rudder, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, it is graphic and is violent, but it's still TV movie graphic violence.
One guy who isn't a zombie gets shot for absolutely no reason that does nothing for the plot.
Yeah, none whatsoever. Yeah, in fact, it's just a really fucked up moment, and you're like, wait, what the fuck? Like, you just killed that guy for no reason. Very weird. But yeah, other than that, not really a lot of swearing and no sex or nudity at all.
At least in keeping, like, they maintained some degree of continuity. That this mild spoiler for the movie. This is not the like we're all infected, and as soon as you die, like you automatically turn sort of thing. Like this is a traditional like transmission by bite or by original infection vector, whatever. So at the very least, when they killed that guy for no reason, they were able to just let him rest.
Right.
I was waiting for him to I was like, don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it.
Because it also, I mean, it would have made no sense, but also, alone. Yeah, it wouldn't have made any sense for him to have been resurrected. But at the same point, I wouldn't have been surprised because this movie.
No, did you know?
Yeah.
Did you know that the actor who plays Marty Driscoll has at least a bit part in a Eric Estrada film called Chupacabra versus the Alamo?
That is fucking brilliant. That is, why are we not watching that movie? Put that shit on for March. What are you doing?
San Antonio, Texas. The bodies of various drug cartel members are turning up mangled and drained of blood. Tough DEA agent Carlos Seguin discovers that the grisly murders are being committed by a pack of chupacabras, which are lethal predatory creatures of local legend.
Of course,
Carlos, his feisty new partner Tracy Taylor, wayward estranged son Tommy, and several others make a desperate last stand against the bloodthirsty beasts at the famous fort, the Alamo. Oh my God.
Why aren't we watching that movie right now? End the podcast, start watching that movie.
I scrolled through some of the photos, and you'll be pleased to know that in at least one scene, Eric Estrada gets to ride a motorcycle.
Fucking yes. That's amazing. So speaking of this being a request, we mentioned that we are doing a whole month of requests again, and we're about halfway through, and we're doing it again. And actually, you know, it's not even just a month. We will keep going with listener requests until we literally run out of listener requests. So if you're like, oh my God, I have the perfect movie that you guys should review worldwide. We'll watch any movie in any language whatsoever. If there's a movie you think we should watch, you should. How would they do that, Caleb? Where would they go to tell us what movie?
Well, you can certainly go to our show website, thenahoit.com. That's THENHOIT.com, where just below the schedule of upcoming movies that we know that you check every month to check out the trailers and where you can find these movies streaming if available. Just below that is our request form where you can fill that out and tell us what movies you want to see, or just shit talk us. We'll rate it. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll take both.
But Michael, I think that there's somewhere else that they can reach out and let us know.
Yeah, now that you mention it, there is in fact this thing called social media. Where you can actually send us a message or tag us in a tweet or on Instagram a trailer of a movie that you think we should watch, or just send it to us via that. And we're on both Twitter and Instagram at the Nahoit Podcast, the NHOIT Podcast. And you're more than welcome. Please send us that stuff. And for those of you watching on YouTube, at some point during this video and during our actual episode, there will be a pop-up on screen that has all of that social information. So if you need yet another reminder, but of course it is listed in our show notes of this episode as well, or on our website, as Caleb has mentioned. Really wild. So definitely check that out. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It's great. You'll get notified whenever we have brand new episodes, which is twice a week. And if you were able to do just a quick little couple minutes and leave us a rating and review, super duper helpful. We would very, very much appreciate if you did. Apple's weird, and that's how they think that people are good, is the more ratings and reviews. So just leave one. It'd be cool. We would appreciate that. Yeah. And if you want some extra bonus things, head on over to patreon.com/nightshiftradio, where not only can you get our episodes early, like 2 days early, but also we have bonus stuff up there. I know, man. It's wild. But also we have some bonus things up there where you can, have some extra content from all of the Night Shift Radio shows, for as little as $5. So definitely check that out, and we would super appreciate it. But otherwise, this episode is coming up on this Sunday, zombie tidal wave, and we super look forward to you guys tuning in then. So thank you, and we will see you on Sunday.
We sure will.